Welcome to our 4th day walking 100 miles in 8 days. We are in Scotland trekking the famous West Highland Way, and we hope you enjoy this video, passing some incredible scenery and finding our best wild camping spot yet, with views over a golden mountain.
Our strap bar, unlike previous nights. My left foot really aches for some reason, which is odd, because my right one doesn't. Yeah.
We've got our pot noodles, our soup and our hoops and everything. So we're just having breakfast now. We've had a bit of a slow morning, but it's been nice at the campsite. And we're just charging things over there. We're charging our stuff over there as well. These pot noodles are quite nice. How's yours, Levi?
Nice, yeah.
Good. How's the soup, see?
Soup's nice.
George?
Good.
Today, the terrain is much easier. We're getting good distance covered. We've already gone nearly 2 miles from the campsite, and the views are beautiful. And yeah, the paths are a lot easier than yesterday, but the weather is a lot hotter today. So we're sweating a lot more. We're probably going to need to drink a lot more water, and the sun's beating down on us. And for some reason today, I feel so tired. I don't know whether it's because we had a nice stop this morning. We didn't set off until past 12, but I am knackered this morning, and I'm carrying the tent first. Only 11 miles today, so let's go.
It's going very well. We've walked 3 miles already, good progress. The path is very good, very walkable. 1 hour, 3 miles in 1 hour is very good pace. If we do that, we should be there by 6 o'clock approximately, which is more than enough time to get everything set up. So it's going well. We're waiting for sea right now. Yeah.
We are around 5 miles in, maybe a little bit more, into our walk on day 4, and it's going really well actually. The paths are so much nicer than the previous days, so we are making really good progress, and the scenery, all the mountains and woodland is beautiful, and it's very hot today though. I'm glad we've got lots of water. Luckily I don't have the tent at the moment. Levi and George have got the tents, so we're swapping every 3.5 miles until we get to the last 4 miles, where we'll have it for 2 each. So it's going well. How are you feeling, George? How are you feeling?
Feeling great, feeling good.
How was the uphill?
Hard. Very challenging.
See, you have arrived.
Well, super late.
Honestly, that's probably the latest out of all of the times.
Yeah, I literally stopped like a few minutes ago for a rest. Yeah, I stopped like a few times to rest. Once to go to the toilet, once to talk to someone, and once to look at animals, and a few times to look at animals in fact.
What animal?
Interesting birds, a couple of geckos.
Gecko?
Yeah, or some kind of small lizard anyway. What happened to Levi?
So we're going to take the tents for the next 2.4 miles, then we'll have a break, and then they'll take you for the last 2.4.
5 miles from here?
Yeah, 5 miles from here. We're 4.8. We are back marching after that nice long stop. George had some food, me and Levi had some sweets, and we've done the tent swap. So it was good to just get some energy back for the final 5 miles. We've got just less than 5 miles to go until we get to Tyndrum, or however you pronounce it, which is where we're staying for tonight. So today's been a lot easier than previous days. It's still hard because we've still got hills like this to deal with, so it's a little bit hillier than we thought, but overall today is a lot easier. We are currently on day 4 of our West Highland Way adventure, and we are 48 miles into the walk. So we have walked 48 miles in 3.5 days. We're doing well, making good progress. And this is a 96-mile walk, but considering all the extra walking that we are bound to do and that we have done, it is going to be more like 100 miles that we will be walking. When we set off, which was just before the start of the afternoon, I felt bad. It was one of the worst I felt the whole trip in terms of tiredness and fatigue, and felt how heavy the packs were. But right now, feeling good. Had some jelly babies and some fruity pastels, and we're good to go. We're ready. So we left at the last stop point. Me and C got the tents. We walked 2.5 miles roughly, maybe even a bit less than that, and we arrived at this spot where we were going to swap tents again, and then only 2.5 miles until we get to the place we're stopping tonight. And we have waited and waited and waited, and C still has not arrived. Throughout this walk they've been a little bit behind us, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. We've been waiting here for well over an hour. It's coming up to an hour and a half that we've been waiting here, and we've not known what's happened to them. So, and we've just seen them come across the bridge that we went across hours ago, and then they turned the wrong way. So George has had to sprint off down the path to go and find them and to tell them they've gone the wrong way. So luckily we saw them go the wrong way. It's not the end of the world, because as long as they're fine, then it's all cool.
Look who's crawled out the gutter!
we were theorising that you'd say something like that. So basically...
Right, no, come and sit down and explain to the camera why you're an hour and a half late.
An hour and a half?
Yes!
About?
It was an hour and a half.
Wow. It's later than I've checked it. Yeah, no, that is more like an hour and 20 minutes.
Well, you see, the thing is, first of all, I've been walking slower than you guys anyway. Second of all, there was uneven and rough terrain, which slowed me down.
Wait, so you haven't even twisted your ankle or had an injury?
Can you give me a minute? Anyway, so, third of all, I ran the wrong way, of course. Stop interrupting me, please. It's been
running my
with my sore feet. So, fourth of all, there was a spot in the forest which I thought was quite cool that I stopped at for a while. And finally, after getting up from said spot, I stood on a rock funny and hit my toe at an unfortunate angle. And I have a blister on this toe, so the blister got significantly worse. and I had to stop for a minute and put on a blister plaster. However, after that, the blister still hurt quite a lot, and I was forced to kind of hobble or limp a little bit, which first of all made the foot I was limping on put a lot more pressure on that, which made it hurt more, which made me have to stop probably once more than I would have otherwise to rest. And also, when hobbling / limping, you obviously walk at a much slower pace.
So the only wrong turn you took was that one down there?
Correct.
And you banged your toe?
Quite badly.
Quite badly, okay.
In a very unfortunate position.
We should probably go and get food and set camp up.
How long do you think you need to sit down there?
Just a few minutes. I don't really care.
We'd got to the point where we were going to send someone back up the path.
Noted.
To go and find you. You're that far behind.
First of all, I think it's perfectly reasonable.
Oh no, we don't mind you being behind and being a bit slow. we were just a bit shocked at how long it was. We did also ring you multiple times.
Can you look at this? I'm hobbling.
After probably over an hour and a half, we have finally got onto the last 2-mile stretch.
I might go back in.
What are you gonna get?
I need bread.
I'm just sat on this bench outside the Green Welly. Unfortunately the cafe's shut, but luckily the shop's open until 10 PM and it is now around 8 or 9 PM, which is good. Got all the stuff, all the bags. Today, parts of it have been hard, but overall it's been a lot easier than the previous few days. And there's a preferred wild camping area a bit further up the road, so we're going to stop here, get supplies and then go there. So everyone, the midges are really bad, so I've got my midge hat on, and so we have just been eating some tea at the Green Welly. We got it from the Green Welly shop, so we got some pasta and sandwiches and things like that. Oh my god, there's a midgie in my glasses.
We have found our wild camping spot, guys. We're going to camp here. This is what we get to look at before we go to bed. Look at this.
Ecologically devastating. It's very bad. Like pine for this wall, wasn't it? It's such a good view.
This view is so nice here.
We are at the best wild camping spot me and George have ever camped at, and the best spot of the trip so far. We are staying on this little outcrop. Look at this. I know it's dark right now and I'll show you the views better in the morning, but we're staying here. So George is just getting the tent up, the others have got their tent up. We're staying on this little outcrop, and the views over this valley, we've got a nice river and the views of the mountains. A little while ago the views were incredible because it was the end of golden hour. So yeah, we're just setting camp up now in what I believe and what the others hopefully believe is the best spot of the trip so far.
End of day 4. See you on day 5.
Why did you do it together? Oh, that's fantastic. We will see you in the morning for day number 5. Good night.